Okay, that's everybody all at once. So, no, that's this. If you can raise that up a little bit. Okay, that's good. That's good. Sorry. The iPad was in the way of the phone and just mishmash there. Welcome, everybody, to What's New Wednesday. I'm Cindy Daychek with Queen Bee Creations. Thanks for tuning in. So, um, one quick announcement, just, got to get it out there. And especially for those of you on YouTube, um, because you wouldn't have seen the Facebook announcements about the Whatnot sale. I do have my first sale scheduled. I'm going to say sale, but it's an auction. So my first auction scheduled with Whatnot for this Monday, the 20th at 6:30 p.m. That's my time, Toronto time. What am I? ET. We're not EST anymore, right?
Yeah, it's everything, yeah.
Okay. So EST. So anyway, Toronto time. easier. So Whatnot is a fairly new platform that's out there that a lot of people are using to be able to auction off items. So there's a huge contingent of comic books and trading cards, but there are people that are selling vintage clothes. There are people that are doing obviously home decor items like I would be auctioning. There are people that are doing craft items, whether it's the craft supplies or the finished crafts, you name it, someone is probably auctioning it on Whatnot. And usually the people that get approved by Whatnot, because there's a whole approval process, and for some people they complain because it's been months and they haven't been approved. Usually if somebody recommends you, that helps you get in a little bit faster. So there's a whole kind of process to get in. But their preference is for people that are going to be going regularly, right? So, hi, Cindy. I will be on Whatnot. Oh, I didn't see who that was, but okay, cool, Tony, great. So you can go to, I think it's just whatnot.com, and you can sign up. So signing up just means that you're registered with them. They know that you're legitimate. So that if you're going in, then you can just watch any auctions. You'll always see which ones are live and which ones aren't. It'll tell you how many people are in there. You can bookmark them. So if you see an auction that's coming up and you're looking at the items that they've got listed, I've got my items all listed in there. I think I've got 23 things right now. I may add a couple of buy it now items. I don't want it too large because I really don't know what the heck I'm doing yet, right? I haven't done one. I'm going to try and do a fake one tomorrow. So a hidden one, see if I can work the technology. That strikes me as making sense before I have to do it for real. But it's a live auction. So when you go in, whoever's auction that you're watching, they're auctioning off the item that they're showing you, and then they'll say, okay, it's gone live. And so they may have set the timer for like 30 seconds, 45 seconds. You'll see it count down. If you've clicked through the items ahead, there's a way for you to also see what shipping would be to you. So, we've all entered the weights and kind of dimensions and stuff ahead. So it should give you as well what the shipping would be to your area. That's all on Whatnot. They handle all of the pricing of that. They've got some flat rate pricing, and then so much per ounce or gram or whatever beyond, and they do all that calculation. And then I don't even handle that money. We do the shipping out though, and they just provide us with the shipping labels. So you can see what your shipping is before you're bidding on your items for anybody's auction if you choose to. So The system will also bundle items. So if you've bought 2 things from a vendor, it will then bundle your shipping for you. So it'll make it a little bit easier that way. I think that's the main thing. But really, you know what? Even if you don't want to be buying anything, I just want people in there. I don't want to be running the auction and I've got a 0 count of people in the auction. So more people that don't know me are going to be inclined to go into the auction if they see that there's a number of people already in there, so that they can kind of hide in the crowd. So that's where y'all come in. So, just popping into the Whatnot auction, cheer me on. You can type in comments. Just be there so that all the strangers that don't know me see, oh, there's some people in there. Maybe I'll go check out that auction. And that's how you start to build a bit of a following. So it's kind of a bit of a, well, I wasn't going to say it, but it's kind of a crapshoot to begin with. I expect that I will have minimal sales, and the sales that I do have are going to be low. So it's kind of the best time in jumping in there if there's something that you want, because it's really low pricing to start, right? So depending upon, I don't expect there to be any bidding wars, because I'm going to have so few people in there. So we'll see. I've got a number of people that have bookmarked it so far. So if you're one of them, thanks. Hi, Derek. So that's it. That's my big announcement. If you are on YouTube, this is YouTube, I will drop into, once we're done here and I get back home, I will drop the link to Whatnot in the description so that you know where that is. Or if you go into Whatnot, just do a search for Queen Bee Creations, all one word, it will take you right to my auction page. And then you can follow that, bookmark the auction, and it'll let you know when I go live. That's it for that. That's it for that.
Your Facebook makes it too welcome too.
Yeah. No, I was just meaning for the YouTube people, because they don't have the link. So that's enough of that right now, because I'm a little anxious about it. I don't know what I'm doing. That always worries me. I like to be in control, and I'm so not. It was not intuitive to get that first auction loaded. So I'm hoping the rest of it goes a little smoother. Hence the practice session tomorrow to see. Doesn't mean I won't mess it up when I'm live, but I'm going to do what I can to make it go as smoothly as possible. So the items that I've got new tonight, as always, everything is already listed on the website, queenbeecreationshome.com. We do ship throughout Canada and the US. If you're outside of either of those two, sorry. I haven't worked out all of the things that are needed to be able to ship elsewhere. It's getting complicated now, and all the SOC codes and things, it's kind of beyond me. So to get started, usually I talk about the videos. Monday's video was the piano, which is gone. It got shipped out Friday and was already in London in its new home, and a picture sent to me before noon. So it was very fast. They got there before all the snow really came down in earnest, but I'm sure that they were still dealing with the snow coming home. They were nice guys that did the pickup, so I'm assuming they got there safe and they got home safe. So I can't show you that. Showed you that last week, and certainly there are some pictures on the website, but check out the video on Monday. Doesn't mean that you have to want to know how to paint a piano. I don't go into that in detail. It's really about the finish, and there was a couple of technique things that I did that were new to me in terms of how, where, and why I used milk paint, because it was certainly not as a top coat. So that was different for me, and that was a bit of an experiment, but as well, the use of waxes and just the transformation I think was pretty cool, because that black, shiny, ultra-modern piano certainly didn't look like that when we were finished. Today's short video. So, getting into the rhythm of these shorts and being able to talk for less than a minute was all about this technique, which is decoupage without any decoupage medium. So doing decoupage without any glue, any Mod Podge, nothing. So if you always found it messy because of the glue, go watch this. It's less than a minute of your time. I think it's 51 seconds. So 51 seconds of your life, you will have that tip. Friday's video is a thrift flip video. So I'm flipping a bunch of thrifted items because I've got a big stash. But the one common element throughout all of them is that I had challenged myself that each and every one of them had to be done using some of the Milo transfer. So Milo's transfer from IOD is the new one that just came out, which is 8 pages. Each page is a different kind of scientific compendium of items, whether all eggs or all insects or all vegetables or that kind of stuff. So check that out, give you some ideas of perhaps different ways to be able to use your transfer if you've already purchased the Malo, and just see different ways that I put it together to be able to kind of upcycle a little bit of those finds. Okay, let's get into this. I have a number of Easter things because last week, a lot of last week's Easter stuff, all the bunnies pretty much sold. So it was like, and to one person. So it was just like, she was just like a bunny clearinghouse when she came through. Bless her heart. So tonight I've got more on the mug side, actually, more than anything else, I think. So let's jump into at least one. I love this mug. This is from Pier 1. It's like all the dogs are wearing bunny ears or holding Easter baskets, and they've got like little Easter baskets and eggs along the ground, and it's got this lovely little floral border. So love this mug. Originally from Pier 1. It is only $6. Usually I sell these for about $8 to $10, but it does have one tiny little chip on the rim here. Perfect if you're a right-handed drinker because it's going to be on the opposite side. If you are a left-handed drinker, it's not quite where your mouth would go, so it's probably still fine, but it does have one little chip. I do mention that in the listing. I always want you guys to know if there's any chips or cracks or anything like that with any of the items, so there's no surprises when you go to purchase. But it's just super cute. If you're a dog lover, if you're a cat lover, probably not as cute for you. All right. I have this wooden decorative tray. So, I mean, you can use it as a tray. It's got leather handles. It's got this old vintage May catalog, seed catalog transfer on it. It's just kind of just a nice little size, kind of decorative. You just want to prop it up against the wall as part of a vignette, but also practical. You can use it if you choose to. I need to start putting glasses on. So $15 for this.
Lori's watching on Facebook.
Hey, Lori. You made me laugh last week, honey, because as soon as I heard the cha-ching after I was done, I'm going, is that Lori buying again? And it was, but good choice. Okay, we've also got, I'm getting spring stuff into the shop. So we've got this little kind of sign plaque, but it's got hanging mason ball jars that are all decorated with tiny little seed packets as well. So easily you could use this in an office if you wanted, with different pens and pencils and markers. You could use it with actual florals because as mason jars, they would hold water, no problem. So you could do fresh, you could do a planting in it, you could do faux, but just cute little storage for, oh, I was going to say it had a price. Here it is. It's floating on the side on the card. $18. Okay, I have a lot of cream and sugars in the shop. I think because, when I'm going through like a lot of the auctions or estates and things, people tend to have multiples, right? That they use for different seasons. This one, which is still intact, it's not broken. This one is Majestic Wear by Sakura. So it's a stoneware designed by Sue Zipkin. And the pattern is on one side of geraniums and on the other side of borage. So just super cute, little cream and sugar and just the nice little soft florals. And the set is $11.
There it said, whoops.
Yeah, whoops. It's good. It's all good. Now, if I drop this, not so good. I love it when I find these. This is it says 1260 EA. I don't know what that means, but I have a pair of them. I'm selling them individually for $14. These are the clock weights for a pendulum clock, like a grandfather clock, something like that. These are heavy suckers. These are weapon grade. This is like shot putting, right? So I'm selling them individually because very often people just need one, or they just want it for the decorative item to lay out as part of a vignette. These are in pine cone shape, kind of in that bronzy black. Definitely don't want to be dropping that. You'd break a toe with this guy. So I love when I find these because they are actually hard to find. And $14 each is awesome because most people are selling them for $25 and up each. So I know that each time that I've gotten them into the shop, which is not often, I think this is the third time, they sell right away just because they're really tough to find. Okay. Next up in the cup department are these little Easter cups. So they have on one side a little Easter design. Each is a different image. I'm selling them as a pair for $12. And then they have the bunny handle, which is just so cute. So each has a different little vignette on it, little Easter vignette. So again, $12 for the pair. And these are just kind of fun. And they're actually, broken finger. They're actually fairly comfortable to hold, surprisingly. Like sometimes they got weird handles and you're just kind of going, I could never hold that. These are surprisingly comfortable. The next little Easter kind of related thing, which really isn't Easter. This can just sit out in a garden. There's an open area in the shop behind you. I know, because of the piano missing. I had cleared out tons of space for it. I haven't had a chance to fill it in yet. This is what it looked like if I was getting ready for a class, clearing out some space. So these guys are cement. So a pair of little cement bunnies, $7. So as much as you could look at them, like they're super cute. So you could look at them as being an Easter related item. Really, these could go and they could just sit nestled out in your garden all year round as well, right? But again, I mean, much the same as like the big honkin' clock weights. They've got some heft to them. So just don't be surprised if you're getting them shipped that there's a little bit of weight to them. They're not going to obviously be in a big package, but they're kind of heavy. Speaking of heavy, this guy is super heavy. This is a really solid glass pitcher. I love that kind of pattern that's on it. This is like the old school beer pitchers, right? But a nice one because it's got the cut glass design. It's solid. There are no chips on this at all. It's $14 in the shop, and I love this. It's almost like a kind of that honeycomb. I was going beehive. That's wrong. Honeycomb kind of patterning on this in terms of the glass, but it's a pressed glass design. But
Perfect for drafting.
it's solid. Yeah. See, I would do iced tea, but draft beer, perfect. You could do sangria, you could do iced tea, you could do lemonade. You could do whatever you want to do. All right, I have this little finial. So it's done in a white, and it's lightly distressed. It just came as it came, $8. It is cast iron. So it's super cute. It's not super tall. Just a nice little design if you need it as part of a little bit of a vignette to add in an item there, right? Yeah, it's a good paperweight too if you were looking at that. And Derek, I don't doubt that you think that beer sounds good. Okay. This is a set of, they look like little nesting bowls, which they are. And certainly you could use them as little condiment dishes and things, but they're actually measuring bowls. And they each have like the measure on the inside. So quarter, third, half, and full. These are from Pioneer Woman. Each of them has their own design on the outside as well. So that's really kind of, I need another hand there. So super cute that way. The only thing that I did mention is that there's a little glazing chip here. And it's not a pottery chip, it's just a little glazed chip that is just as likely to have been a manufacturing defect, but possibly somebody else had chipped it off. But they're super cute, $9 for the set of those. And then this guy is a blue ceramic kind of egg carton. So really a cute little way of being able to display some of your colored Easter eggs. You know, if you're doing them with your kids, being able to put them in this and use that as a form of displaying them. $6 for this. Not so much for deviled eggs, obviously, unless you do your deviled eggs. Oh, if you do your deviled eggs as chicks, right? So then you're cutting off the top at the little top of the top of the hat, the top of the egg kind of thing. Then they're sitting upright. But if you're doing them just sliced in half like normal, then this isn't the right shape. But these are perfect for displaying a lot of your colored eggs and things like that. And it's just kind of a nice, bright, cheerful color to be able to do that with. So $6. I'm looking for stuff I can reach. This, I love this as kind of just an interesting, gee, I can put flowers in it and that would just be really cool on a side table or a sideboard or something like that. It's $11 because it is a beaten copper Turkish coffee pot, actually. So it's got the long handle to be able to heat. It's got pour spout. You could do your coffee in it if you'd like. I drink tea, so I would put plants in it. But it's just lovely with the beaten copper design, and they're definitely pricier than this. Okay. This little lady. Now this is for $5. This is a little red wear figurine. So just almost like flamenco-ish, right? So she's kind of got that frilly sort of outfit and holding the florals. I'm just feeling here, I didn't put this in the description. I think that it's missing a little piece of that outside leaf, but you don't even notice because I didn't notice until now. So she's just really cute, $5. I need to move some of these things out. So let me show you. Okay, I love this. This is so me. So this is from Garden Gate in Montana, so Missoula, Montana, and obviously a wind chime. So this is pottery, but it's done in almost like this rusty kind of finish. It's got this oxidized copper dangle to it. So you just need to attach chain or rope to this or whatever you're looking at. And this is $9.50. Oops, just my knot undid there, but it's just really cool. it's almost, it is reminiscent of a cowbell, right? Just in terms of the look and the size maybe, but it's really cool. And that's the original tag with it as well. So kind of neat. Now this is an item from Bowering. So it's a cream lace rectangular little trinket dish or little serving dish. You know, you could use it for keys. $8 for this in the porcelain. And the last set of mugs that I have are these, which is kind of like, they look like basket weave in the pattern here with almost like this twisted rope handle and braiding with the big kind of florals around the top. These are actually from Hallmark. These from Hallmark cards, and it's selling them as a pair, $10 for the pair. Fit those off to the side. This guy, this is from Palestine. This is a little Palestine creamer that's done in the shape of the big Palestinian coffee pots. So the coffee pots would look exactly the same as this, just larger, obviously. And they come in some slightly different patterns, but typically with this kind of look and all of these colors. So, and it is signed on the bottom. And this is $9 for the Palestine creamer. And, oh, before I forget him, because he's off to the side. Okay, this is just, he's just cute. He's only $6. It's like this, it's this metal bunny bobblehead guy. So it's like a bobble bunny. I just loved him. He was it's just so cute. He's been sitting on my desk and I keep walking by and bobbling him while he's been visiting with me. So he's got little pink feet. He's $6 and you know, he's just kind of funky, kind of whimsical. He's kind of just sort of charming. He's got his own little chunky bunny personality. He was just really cute. All right. I have this little basket. So it's got the double handles. This is $7.50. It's got a hinged lid and it's got a little metallic floral emblem on the top. And that's just so cute. You know, as soon as you shrink anything down, I mean, this is kind of like the bigger picnic basket thing. So you shrink it down to this size is just adorable. But I mean, it's functional too. I mean, you could use it in a craft room very easily. I think it would be cute if you put like a little bit of a fabric covered sponge and you use it as your pin cushion. But it's just adorable. $7.50 for that guy. And I just don't see those little guys all over the place at all. So it's just kind of special. All right, this yellow picture. So it's white on the inside, yellow on the outside. This is Steel Light from England. And my understanding, my recollection, and I'm pretty sure I'm right, is that Steel Light International is a company that manufactures for like the hotel industry. So they do all of the chinaware, etc. for them. So tends to be fairly hardy, usually kind of simplistic in design so that they're a little bit more universal, right? I haven't seen anything in bright yellow before. This is $15 for this. Yeah, Steel Light International from England. I just love the bright color. This is just perfect going into the spring and the summer using, you know, certainly you could use it for you know, a water pitcher, for drinks if you choose. I think a big, beautiful floral bouquet would be gorgeous in this with that bright yellow. I have two bowls, just sliding them past everything else here. So the first one is kind of like a Freeform pottery bowl. It is signed on the bottom. I think it says Maggie. So this is Maggie's. And it's kind of like a slab, rough form slab kind of pottery bowl where it's all pieced together. And then in the center, it's got this unglazed rim, and inserted in there is this mosaic of broken pieces of crockery. How cool is that? I love that. This is $13 for this bowl. Let me show it up high. So pretty, right? So loved that. I loved how unique that was with little pieces of the colorful crockery in there. So old china cups or plates or saucers or something. This last bowl, which is quite large, and this is handcrafted stoneware bowl from Japan for $20. So the outside has got all of this subtle, soft striping. And then the inside, I thought this was thistles. Cattails? It's not cattails. What are those? It's not thistles, maybe. It could be thistles. What are those? It's almost like, it's not wheat. I don't know. It's a plant. I don't know what plant, but it's a something. It's just lovely. So hand done stoneware bowl. It's in pristine condition. $20. So it's a steal for that. But it's just lovely. Perfect for like a console bowl. Perfect for fruit bowl. You could mix in it. You could put salads in it. I mean, it's just perfect in terms of multiple uses for that. So I'm looking around, but I think that's it. I think we've done it. Good job, guys. So I will be starting to add more spring and summertime stuff, but we got a ways to go. So we'll be waiting on that. Check out this week's video, certainly the upcoming thrift video on Friday if you've already seen the other ones. Obviously, I appreciate your watching. It makes making them make sense to have people watching them. Otherwise, why am I doing it? Apart from my fun. I have a fun one coming up on Monday if I get that done. So hopefully I get it done because it's kind of fun. And let me know as you watch them. Share them out. I appreciate it. Anytime that you're sharing. Tony, you're a rock star in the sharing department. And Betty Ann, you are too. You two have sharing down pat, you guys. And I love you for that. Thank you so much. And everybody that you're tuning in now, you're watching on replay, just want to let you know how much I appreciate you. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care, guys.